whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, this is a guy that just does not need to fly any longer. Cherian Abraham was accused of groping 2 women on past flights, and now he's been arrested for allegedly touching a 3rd woman's breasts.
On another flight?
On another flight.
How do we let this guy back on if he already did this?
Yeah, I would think the accusations of the first would be like, all right, you need to not fly until we can wrap this up.
No fly list.
The new woman on the American Airlines flight to Seattle is claiming he groped her breast twice.
Wow.
But if you go back to the last incident that happened, this was just April of last year. A woman filed an online complaint with American Airlines accusing him of touching her several times, including between her legs.
Oh my gosh.
She yelled at him to stop. And then on October 9th, the previous year, another woman told Minneapolis Airport Police that he touched her 3 times on her leg until she told him to stop. So this guy's doing it at airports and on airplanes. Finally, American Airlines has issued a ban against him. But how do you get to your 3rd incident?
You got to be in jail. That guy's got to go to the clink.
I mean, I would have grabbed an ink pen out of my purse and gone for the jugular. He'd be dead.
Yeah.
Hit him with the ink before he goes to the clink.
I don't know how it got this far.
Yeah, that is rather crazy that that's how far we went with it. Yeah. Got an interesting story here about a kid in Kansas who said there was a monster under the bed. And their babysitter's like, all right, let me check to see the monster. So she looked under the bed, and there was a guy under there.
Oh my God.
No.
Who was it?
A monster?
Yeah, it was a monster. It was an intruder.
Oh my gosh.
When they saw him, the intruder ran off, and the cops thankfully have identified and arrested him.
Well, here's the thing. If you are so brazen enough to be under a child's bed in their house, you are going to do something terrible.
No, you're right. Absolutely. It's a good thing that they caught him, because this guy's a problem.
Wow.
And you wonder, too, was he growling underneath? Was he doing things to scare the kid?
Yeah, what did he say that the kid knew there was a monster under the bed?
He probably heard him. He's probably hearing him breathe.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a child with a man underneath your bed?
It'd be rough.
You're never going to sleep in your bed again. You're going to sleep in your parents' bed till you're 16.
I won't be able to sleep just because Kevin read that story. Let alone a guy being under my bed.
Monster! There was a real monster!
There's nothing under your bed, and I want you to just go to sleep, okay?
Yeah, good luck.
Oh my gosh.
What movie was that from?
Good question.
Was that Monster Squad?
Could have been. Yeah, there's another interesting story here about a transatlantic flight out of Paris that had to turn around after somebody's seat swallowed their phone and they couldn't find the phone. Crew members are apparently afraid that the battery could explode, so they turned the whole flight around.
Does that happen to y'all when you have your phone eaten by furniture and you cannot find it for the life of you? You have searched high and low in that furniture.
Yeah,
Does that
it's just gone.
It's just gone, and then 30 minutes later, you calm your brain down, and then you find it in a crack somewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe a Cheeto or two. Okay.
That's the bonus. 3 teenage sisters in Houston are facing charges after trying to kill their mom for turning off the Wi-Fi.
What the hell?
They actually grabbed kitchen knives and chased her onto the street trying to stab her. All because she did what a good parent would do if you need to discipline your kids and turned off the Wi-Fi.
Well, did she ground them after the stabbing attempt?
They need to go to juvie.
Yeah, I think at that point, I'd be like going, I can't handle them clearly. I don't feel safe around them. So.
I don't want them in my house.
Right. Yeah, I would not. I'd be like, yeah, sorry. You're going somewhere else.
Figure it out.
Yep.
Bye now.
They're known for that in this neighborhood. It's always cops around that house. When she got back from the gas station, she says that there was cops outside. They've always, been known as like trouble in this neighborhood, and our neighbors tell us the same thing. I think that's so crazy. I mean, it just tells how much unstable that family is, and it's very sad for them.
I was going to say, if you got 2 siblings that are doing that, wouldn't you say it starts at the head at that point?
There's 3 of them.
3 of them try to do it?
Yep.
Then okay, wouldn't you say it's you've let something happen at the house?
I don't know.
All 3 kids have turned into
Yeah.
knife wielding,
Knife-wielding
chasing their mom.
maniacs.
and that's just everything's going right in the house.
No,
I'm just
clearly
asking.
not. Clearly not. That shouldn't be something happening in anybody's house. Well, you might say, you know what, those kids need a good whooping. Well, there are some cultures that still believe in spanking and do it a good bit. And there is actually a Guatemalan that is in trouble in Chattanooga, Tennessee for using a chicote, a tool that Guatemalans use to whip and discipline children. It's kind of like a whip, and authorities there thought it was a little too intense for a 7-year-old. And they noticed severe bruising on the back, rib, and cheek of the 2nd grader. And so they stepped in. Yeah, I don't care where you're from or what your culture dictates. Yeah, you start bruising kids and whipping them to that level where you see that kind of stuff. That is going to be out of bounds in this country, and that's not going to be allowed. So
We were just talking about that yesterday. What does
Yeah.
the law say you're
Right.
allowed to do?
yeah, they
That's
said
so
you did
many
too much.
marks. Yeah.
33-year-old DeMarquian Cox crashed his mini four-wheeler into a Tesla Cybertruck in Texarkana, Texas. While officers were searching for the suspect, another report came in regarding damage to a Tesla in the Lowe's parking lot. So he was just going around, had this little mini four-wheeler, was just ramming into Teslas.
People are doing that. You're seeing, at least that's what I'm seeing on social media. People going out to their Tesla car and it's either keyed or
Yeah.
something's up.
Well, the guy we talked about on Monday that ran his SUV into the crowd of people at the West Palm Tesla, that guy looks like he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
How'd that go for him?
Not good.
It's just got away from you, dude.
You try and say, oh, my brakes went out.
And all those Teslas have cameras on
Right.
them. You better hope they don't identify you.
They probably have more than one camera from different angles.
They do, yeah.
Who around here likes ice cream?
Me.
Okay. Breast milk ice cream?
Haven't we done this?
Whose breast?
Great question.
Don't really know, and it's actually not going to be real breast milk. It's just breast milk flavored ice cream from the mom-friendly brand Frida. So apparently it's packed with the same nutrients, though, like omega-3s, lactose, iron, and calcium. But they did a study, and 70% of women have sampled their own milk. 29% of men are interested in trying it. Apparently it's sweet and creamy. And if you'd like to get some, go to Frida, Frida.com.
Oh,
I don't know either.
kind of like my milk from a cow. Call me old school.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A TikToker has gotten into a battle with his HOA. He was fined $50 for having garbage cans exposed. And they said, well, you can either put your trash cans in the garage or you can get the fine or erect a fence. And he's like, well, the garage is my home gym and I don't want to put up a fence. So to get back at the HOA, he constructed a bat house on his lawn. And in that area, bat sanctuaries are protected.
In a
And-
lot of areas, bat sanctuaries are protected.
Yeah, and they can't tell him to get rid of it. So now he's just waiting for the bats to come and roost.
Do I need a bat sanctuary?
So this is a thing. Quite a few people have sent me this because they know that I don't like my HOA. And they're like, if you build a bat sanctuary, they can't do anything about it. It's protected federally.
Do you want to go into the bat sanctuary game with me?
I'm not scared of bats. I'm a witch.
I'm not scared of bats either.
I love bats.
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's get batty.
You
my people.
You ain't got the nards to do it, Sinicky.
And new research has determined which states would survive an alien invasion the best. The criteria includes the number of UFO sightings, the average duration, population density, number of caves, forest, land, water, the availability of military and law enforcement, number of scientists, engineers, and healthcare professionals, and number of food and beverage manufacturing companies. And with all that data, Virginia is the state they say most likely would survive an alien invasion.
Yeah, those Virginias are tough.
Well, they got the federal government there, so I'd imagine that's what they're looking at. That would be very well protected. I mean, look at all.
Protect their own.
Yeah. Florida's 6th on the list, though.
Oh, because we'll eat your face off.
Yeah, that's right.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.